Biden's use of lawyers raises additional concerns over classified material. This is a great article written by Jonathan Turley. But this is something I have been saying for a while now. I've been saying, why is it okay for his lawyers, Biden's lawyers, to go in and go through these classified documents with no a secret clearance or anything? So they go through and rifle through them and look through them and then hand it over to the FBI. How is that okay? How are they able to investigate before the FBI goes in and look at these documents? His lawyer's job is to protect him. The lawyer's job is to keep Biden out of trouble. So won't you think if they see something that's very bad, they would like take that material and hide it or something to protect their client? This makes absolutely no sense. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store where I have I Will Not Comply t-shirts. So check out those t-shirts as well. All right, let's talk about this news. The decision clearly brings greater control and protection for the president, but it can itself be viewed as an additional evidence of gross mishandling of classified material. Absolutely. In the movie All the President's Men, Woodward chastises his colleague Bernstein that, quote, I don't mind what you did, I mind how you did it. President Biden may face the same objection in his decision to use counsel to search for classified material. Why is the FBI allowing this? Why is the FBI allowing his lawyers to go in and look for the material, not the FBI? I don't get that. Again, it's not a actual. It's no equal application of the law. Look how they handled it with Trump, and look how they handled it with Biden. They handled it with Biden with kid gloves. Turley goes on to say the discovery of a fourth set of classified documents at the Biden residence in Delaware has further undermined the White House's virtual mantra that the president, quote, takes classified documents very seriously. It's a great point. If he take it very seriously, why he got it stored all over the country? Why is he keeping it in a garage? Putting aside the repeated movement of highly classified documents over 6 years, one curious element has emerged in this scandal: the use of private counsel. Not only did President Joe Biden enlist lawyers to clear out his private Washington office, he then used them rather than security officers or the FBI to search for additional classified documents. The initial use of lawyers is notable. While it seems a fairly pricey moving crew, and I said the same thing, Biden could argue a trove of documents might require a judgment on where they should be sent and whether they belong to Biden, the Penn Biden Center, or the government. But why was a legal team sent in 6 years after Biden took the documents on leaving as vice president? Were the lawyers specifically selected because they had clearances and acknowledgement there might be classified material unlawfully housed in the office? After the fourth batch of documents was discovered this week, the third, found in Delaware, Richard Sober, referred to as the, quote, special counsel to the president, stressed that he has a clearance. Sober admits the lawyer who found the first batch at the residence didn't have the clearances, but says he found the later documents. It remains unclear which lawyer were involved in which discoveries, whether they had clearances, and if so, at what level. I don't think they had the clearances. In fact, it seems to suggest Biden continued to use unclear lawyers after his team found highly classified documents November 2nd in the Penn Biden office closet in Washington. That itself could be viewed as gross mishandling of classified information. It's strange Biden did not use security officers or FBI to conduct further searches. I don't think it's strange. I think he didn't send the FBI in because of the content of what he had. I think he sent the lawyers in to clear the really damning stuff and leave some of the classified documents. That's what I think is going on here. The president has a host of people who regularly handle classified material, so why use lawyers? The answer appears the same as in the case of Hillary Clinton emails: control. Using private counsel allows Biden to raise attorney-client privilege. Trump also used counsel, but eventually the FBI raided his home to search and remove not just classified material, but documents found in boxes with that material. And that's the same point that I've been reiterating. The FBI actually went in and looked for this stuff eventually. Why are they not doing it for Biden? While the attorney-client privilege can be overcome under a quote crime fraud exception, it adds a level of initial protection. It also allows Biden to control the discovery and the initial record of the discovery of classified information. The key to any investigation would be the chain of custody extending back to documents removal in 2017 when Biden left office. How these documents appear in their discovered location is known only to his lawyers. It's a link in chain of custody that Biden effectively controls. With Mar-a-Lago, the FBI was criticized for staging documents to be shown in the storage room. The photos were then leaked to an eager media. There will be no staged photos of documents alongside Time magazine cover for Biden. Nor were documents he housed with classified documents removed. Indeed, it's not clear if the FBI will know what documents were stored in the same boxes. Agreed. What was potentially lost is significant. Classified documents are generally supposed to be in folders with a thick color border and large printed classification warnings. And we can harken back to the pictures the FBI took of Trump documents. Were some of those folders observable before they were moved? If so, anyone could tell a pile contained classified material, including the president and passerby. Likewise, the initial discovery could show the context of surrounding material. The FBI at Mar-a-Lago carefully photographed the context and its search. Here, we're relying on counsel to have kept such a record when most lawyers would be reluctant to do so given the risk to their client. The key is that unlike FBI agents, these lawyers are not acting on behalf of the public interest, but for the president's personal interest. And that's my point. As a lawyer, it's their job to protect the client and do and look out for the client's best interest. So, of course, if they come across something that's damning, who knows what they would do to it? Maybe they'll put it in a garbage bag and take it out or something. It's not like the FBI would supposed to take it and use it as evidence. You're gonna try to keep your client safe and away from charges. And if there are criminal charges, the key witnesses will be lawyers representing the president as an individual. They are more likely to minimize incriminating or embarrassing elements, and they are themselves under scrutiny. Since they may not have had sufficient clearances to do this work, it is in their interest to downplay any expectations or warnings of additional classified material scattered around Biden's home or office. Concern over the use of lawyers has only grown with time. Biden not only continued to have his lawyers search after the first discovery, but did so for months through subsequent discoveries. After finding highly classified material in Biden's garage December 20th, private counsel, not the FBI, found another document in an adjacent room on January 11th. Saber found more classified documents the next day. He said those last two findings followed White House assurances that a thorough search was completed. It obviously wasn't thorough enough. They raised another question. It would seem unlikely a document with the proper classified cover could be missed. The folder has thick red or yellow borders running around the edges and large black classifications like top secret emblazoned across the top. If that was missed, The earlier searches were clearly negligent. Alternatively, and more concerning, the internal documents might have been removed from the folders and stored without cover. That could indicate someone removed and reviewed them, an act showing knowledge of classified status. If they were removed at Biden's residence, he would be the chief suspect in such use. It would utterly destroy the inadvertence defense. So he's basically saying, Saber basically saying that they are could be intentionally hiding top secret information. So they're saying it clearly shows on it top secret on the cover, and if it's missing something, then someone went in the folder and pulled it out. So it doesn't show that this was happening by accident. They are clearly going in and getting rid of evidence. So that get rid of his inadvertence defense. So it's showing that they are actually going in and trying to get rid of evidence. This thing is a mess. I think Biden might go down for this, but if he doesn't go down for this, then they're gonna have to let President Trump off on the charges they try to put on him. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.